Alright, so this video is going to be 9.4 volume of a prism, and we are going to learn about the volume of a prism. Alright, so now talking about volume. So the volume of a prism, rectangular, triangle, whatever it is your area of the base, and then you multiply that by the height. Okay, so area of base times your height. So if we put this in real problem, okay? So on a rectangular prism, if all sides are rectangular, your base is what's on the bottom, okay? So the area of a rectangle, right, is length times width. So length times width, 5 times 4. And then also, so that's the area of the base, and then you times that by your height. So 5 times 4 is 20, times 3 is 60, so my answer would be 60 inches cubed. Okay, the reason it's cubed is you're taking three numbers, and they all have the label inches. So inch times an inch times an inch is inches cubed. Okay, so my answer would be 60 inches cubed. Okay, so now going on to this problem. Okay, so since we're talking about prisms, the faces are the rectangles. The shape that's different is your base, okay? So this is very important to remember. The shape that is different on a prism is your base. So the base, these are all rectangles except for this. This is a triangle. So my base is that triangle. This is a right triangle. There's a right angle right there. So I know that my area of a triangle is base times height divided by 2. Okay, so base is 10 times by height, which is 12, divided by 2. So that's the area of the base, and then times by your height. This 16 right here is actually your height. It doesn't look like your height, but if you actually put your base flat down and you turn that, so if I actually turned it, and this was by base right here, then it would make sense. Okay, then we go ahead and do that problem. So I get 120 divided by 2 times 16, so 60 times 16, which is equal to 960, and then meters cubed. Make sure, since we are doing volume, it is meters cubed. Alright, go ahead and pause the video and go ahead and try to do number 3 on your own. Okay, so you should have realized right away that your base is going to be this triangle right here, or the back triangle, which would have the same measurements. Okay, and to find the area of the triangle, so area of the base would be 5 times 3 divided by 2. Base times height divided by 2 is the area of a triangle. And then times by your height, which is 12. So you get 15 divided by 2 times 12, 7.5 times 12, which is equal to 90, and then we label it feet cubed, and that would be my answer right there, 90 feet cubed. Okay? Alright, going on. I want you to go ahead and try this one. So pause the video and go ahead and try it. Alright, so now that you've paused the video, so now they're all rectangles, so this is going to be my base right here. So length times width, 2 times 3. And then that's the area of the base times your height, which is 11. So you get 6. 6 times 11 is 66. And then we label it centimeters cubed. Okay. Alright, so on this problem, they are giving you that this is the area of that pentagon. Okay, so they are giving you the area of the base already. So the base's area is 60, so 60 times by your height, which is 5. So my answer would be 300 feet cubed. The way you know this is if you look here, this is in feet squared, so that has to be an area. and it's pointed at the pentagon. Thus, the area of that pentagon is 60 feet cubed, or squared, sorry, and then times by your 5, which is your height. So area of the base times your height. Okay, so on this one, let's go ahead and let you pause the video and try it. Okay, so the area of the base they already gave you, which was 80. Okay, they gave you 80, and then they gave you your height, which is 11. So 80 times 11, which gives you 880. And we label it meters cubed. Okay. All right. So now each box is shaped like a rectangular prism. Which one has more storage? So storage space is what fits into that box, which is your volume. How much you can fit into an object or how much stuff can be in the object is called your volume. Okay, so if I am looking at box 1, box 2. So box 1, we need to find volume for that, and then we need to find volume for box 2. They're both rectangular prisms since they are both all rectangles. So I'm going to find the area of the base, so 12 times 8, and then times your height, which is 5 for box 1. So 12 times 8, which is the area of the base, times 5. So 12 times 8 is 96, times 5, which gives you 480, and then we got to make sure we're labeling it in what it is, so inches cubed. Okay, then box 2 is a rectangular prism also, so my bottom is 14 by 6, so length times width is my area of the base, and then times by your height, which is 5. So 14 times 6 times 5. Oops. 14 times 6 times 5. Alright, so 14 times 6 is 84. And so we have 84 times 5, which gives you 420, and it's inches cubed. So which one's bigger? Box 1 is bigger. Your explanation is your math. Think about it. 480 inches cubed, more stuff fit into that than if 420 inches cubed. So box 1 it has more storage space. Alright, so this is 9.4 volume of a prism.